Hey guys, welcome back again. So in this video, let's talk about list adapter. So basically what is a list adapter? It is simply an adapter for your recycler view. So basically it's an alternative way for you to use an adapter for your recycler view instead of using the typical recycler view.adapter. And this list adapter also extends from recycler view.adapter. So till now, whenever you were trying to make your recycler view adapter, you extend that class from the recycler view.adapter. But instead in this list adapter, we should be extending our class from list adapter, which in itself extends from recycler view.adapter. And it is super easy to implement, and there are only two methods we need to override, that is the onCreateViewHolder and onBindViewHolder. In the getItemCount method is automatically handled by the list adapter. So the constructor for the list adapter takes one argument, and that is the item callback. And we'll talk about this diffutil.item callback when we are inside Android Studio. And it is also very easy to provide, that is it calculates the difference between two items, that is two objects, and it runs on the background thread to compute the difference between the lists. And here I am saying list because the list contains the items, and whenever the difference is calculated on the list, it is calculated item wise. And now the benefit of using list adapter is that now we do not need to notify dataset change to our recycler adapter. Neither we need to say notify item removed. It is automatically handled by the list adapter itself. And why do we need list adapter when we already had recycler adapter? And it is basically because this notify dataset change is expensive, because it creates your list completely again. Whereas in list adapter, whenever you submit your new list, it only calculates the difference between two lists, and in the background it uses these methods, that is the notify item removed, notify item added, and so on, to change only the particular row inside your recycler view. So the plan for this series that is about list adapter is that firstly in this video we'll be looking about the starter project that only has the layout file for our recycler row and the activity main. And then in this video we'll be also making our movie class, which has three properties, that is the ID of the movie, the name of the movie, and the rating of the movie. And as always, we are going to use Marvel movies. And then in this video itself, we'll implement the diffutil.item callback inside the movie class that we'll create. In the second video, we'll implement recycler view with list adapter. And in the third video, we'll convert our project to be used with view model. And one thing to note is that there is no separate dependency for list adapter. It comes baked in with recycler view dependency. So here on GitHub, this is the project that is called list adapter. And here you should clone this repo. And then you can switch to the branch that is called starter project if you want to follow along. And basically starter project contains only a few files. So let's go to our Android Studio and let's see what do we have inside our starter project. So here, as we can see, that we have an empty main activity, and we only have two methods, that is add item and update item. And if we go to our activity main.xml, here we see that we have the root layout as frame layout, and then we have our recycler view here with the ID of recycler view. And then we have two buttons here, that is an add item button that is chained to this method here, that is add item method here. And then we have this button here, that is update item, and that is linked to this thing here, that is update item here. And nothing much is inside our main activity. And this is the layout you can see on the right side, that this is the layout of the main activity. And now this delete icon comes from this drawbell, that is IC delete, that is this thing here. And then if we go to our recycler row, this is our recycler row. And basically this row is a horizontal linear layout with two text views, that is this name text view, that is the movie name text view, the rating text view, and this image button here, which takes this drawbell, that is this drawbell. And if we look at the build.gradle file, here I have added the dependency for the recycler view, as we can see here. And these dependencies are only used in the third video if you want to implement view model with live data inside your list adapter with recycler view. And if you want to only include list adapter with recycler view, then you are good to go only with this recycler view dependency. These two dependencies are only for view model and live data. So now, before doing anything, let's create our class, that is the movie class. So let's go here, right click, new Java class, and this should be called movie, like this. And it's a get thing, so let me add it here. And now Our movie should have three properties, that is the ID, the name and the rating, and all should be strings. So let's define those things here. That is private string ID, private string, let me make the font size a little big, name, and then the third property is the private string rating. And then we need to have a constructor for this class. So let's create the constructor for this class. And this takes in only two parameters, that is the name and the rating, and the ID would be automatically generated inside this constructor. And now to generate the ID, what I'll do, I'll simply say this dot ID equal to UUID dot random UUID dot toString, like this. So whenever you create a new movie, the ID property of this movie will be having a random UUID which is converted into a string. And now we need to have the typical getters and setters for this class. So let's press Command and N on Mac to set the getters and setters for this class for all the three properties. And then at the very end, we also want to have a toString method for this class. So let's create that toString method. And now we need to override one more method, and that is the equals method for this class, that is for the movie class. So we again press Command and N on Mac, and it might be Control and N on Windows. So we need to create this or we need to generate this override method, that is equals and hash code. So let's press enter here. And now we need to simply press next here, and then it asks that what all member fields should be included in the equals method. So we are going to select all the three fields, that is all the three properties. So now let's click on next, and it's again asking for the hash code also. So if you select all the three fields in the equals method, then you should also select all the three fields in the hash code. So let's press on next, and then select all the non-null fields. So every field inside our movie class is non-null. So now finally let's click on finish, and it generates these two methods here, that is these two override methods, that is the equals method and the hash code method. And here it says that this call requires API level 19 and current pin is 16. So either what you can do, you can remove this method from here because we do not need this method here, or if you want this method to be here, then you need to change your API level to be 19, that is the MinSDK version to be 19. So it depends on you. I am changing it to 19, and if you do not want to change your MinSDK version to be 19, then what you can do, you can simply remove this hash code from here, and it won't matter any much because we are not using this hash code inside our project. So now the last thing remains for this video is to define the diffutil callback. And we are defining this diffutil item callback inside the movie class itself because it is easy to maintain, though it is not at all necessary that you define your diffutil item callback inside the movie class itself or inside your object. So let me define it here like public static, and this should be diffutil dot item callback, and here we need to pass in the class, that is the movie class we are currently in, or whatever items you are comparing, that is whatever your list contains. That is, in my case, my list contains movies, so I am providing movies here, and in case if your list contains users, then you should provide user here. And this should be called item callback, and this should be equal to new diffutil dot item callback. And now it has two methods here, that is two override methods. One is the rItem same method, and second is the rContent same. So basically what items means, that are we referring to the same item? We are not talking about the contents of the item, but we are only talking about the items. So now suppose here we have two items, that is the old item and the new item, and both are of type of movie. So in this case, what we want, that we want to check the ID of the items, that whether the IDs are same. If the IDs of the items are same, we are sure that the items are same. And then in this method, we are checking if the contents of the items are same. So here what we want to do, we want to check all the three properties, that is in our case the ID, the name and rating of the old movie should be equal to the new item, that is ID, name and rating of the new item. So here we are checking the complete object, but here we are only checking the ID of the object. So here what we can do, instead of returning false, what we can return, we can simply say old item dot get ID dot equals new item dot get id, like this. And then in the second method here, that is our contents the same. So here what we can simply do, we can simply say old item dot equals new item, like this. And basically this equals method comes from this thing here, that is this equals method which we have overridden in our movie class. So that's all what you need to do in your item callback. So now let's go to our main activity, and here let's find our recycler view. So here inside the onCreate method, let's grab the recycler view. Recycler view equal to find view by id r.id.recycler view. And that's all what we are going to do in this video. So for implementing the list adapter, we'll implement the list adapter in the next video.